Today, from Nissan Stadium in Nashville.
Get strapped in. It's just about time to get the party started. And off we go from Nashville. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Now Moore. Eluding the pressure right. And oh, right away, he lost the football. And that might be Titan football. It is.
To put it mildly, that is not the way anyone wants to start off a game. You fumble on your first offensive snap. But now what you're worried about is, does that linger throughout the game for your guys on offense? And how's the defense going to handle it? Because no one expects to run out on the field on the first play and have to all of a sudden start to play themselves.
A first down carry for Henry. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Tannehill down to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Malik Collins. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Caught by Woods. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
Moore now. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And his throw here's incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And, yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. That's caught left side by the tight end, Jordan. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 39. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first. They'll look to throw again. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted. Back to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. That's complete to Pierce. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Another completion there. And we think back to the draft in the spring. This franchise essentially handing him the keys to the operation, a top 5 pick. Charles, how ready do you think he is?
I think he's ready for the NFL in terms of size, speed, the makeup of him, the character of him. The key's going to be, will this team accept everything he brings to the game and adapt to it? Not just necessarily plug him into something that he doesn't do well.
On 4th down, Moore. Got this into the hands of the tight end, Jordan. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Again, he'll drop to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Looking to throw on second down. Moore. Oh, leaping, and he makes the grab. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. No score after one on EA Sports. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Texans post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. They'll look to throw. It's caught, and it's 8-0. So the celebration in the end zone, but meanwhile we do have an injured player. We always hate to see injuries, especially tough here in week one. Just hoping this is nothing serious. We'll take a quick timeout. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. They'll be searching to dent the scoreboard for the first time, now down 8-0 as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Tannehill. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Woods. And he will have a Titans first down. They needed 5 there on 3rd down. He winds up getting 7. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Tannehill. That's complete to Treylon Burks. Touchdown, Titans. Treylon Burks, 60 yards. And the Titans have come back to make it a 2-point game. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And this is now a 1-point game. So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football. That's not one that he... going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point. His first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Tannehill. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Now Brett Maher for the field goal try. From the left hash, a chip shot here. The kick by Maher is good. And they stake claim to the lead here. It's 10-8. So they get the turnover in plus territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Moore on 1st and 10. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down. Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. To throw is Moore. Throwing on 4th down. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. So after the 4th down conversion, now 1st and 10 inside the 25. Wide open receiver complete. Touchdown. Tegan Quatoriano. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Texans will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Solid response that time by a young quarterback. Last drive interception, this drive the touchdown pass.
I like how you described it, solid, because you don't get extra kudos for bouncing back if you're going to be a big-time quarterback. You're supposed to do that. But at the same time, when you're a rookie, that's not guaranteed, is it? Sometimes they hang their heads and they go in the tank a little bit. Not in this case. Bounced back, took his team downfield, and threw a touchdown pass.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Titans going to go back on offense here late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Meanwhile, Tannehill's throw into the hands of Hooper. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now it's Tannehill. This one hauled in. Again, it's Hooper. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. 3rd and 2, Tannehill. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And the Texans will take over. And just 25 seconds to go in the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. And the Texans going to get the football one final time here in this first half. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Launches deep. A jump ball, and this is caught. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Moore. And this one is incomplete.
The offense schemed going 5 wide, trying to create a chance for the big shot, and they took it. If he comes down with that one, that's a huge offensive swing. But credit the defense with a nice play, knocking that one away.
Moore now to throw on 3rd down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Titans are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. The final shot here before the break. Tannehill. He's going to float this one deep right side. Try to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coach. It looks like we'll have to wait another week to get our first halftime report of the season as we move right along to the 2nd half. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the 2nd half. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the 2nd quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer.
This is intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football.
I don't think there's any other way to put it, but that was just simply deflating because you know they came out ready to go at halftime, right? Everyone motivating each other, wanting to get out there and get going. And that turnover absolutely saps your momentum. Now you're just shouting encouragement to your defense, hoping they can pick you up and give you another chance.
And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down. Looking to throw. Moore. He'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line.
And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce taking it in from a yard out. And the Texans are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
Draw play. This is Henry. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Henry. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. To throw on second down is Tannehill. And finding the tight end Hooper. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
From the 41, Tannehill. And that is incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. To throw is Tannehill. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Tannehill. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. Christian Harris there finding his way home to record the sack. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on second and goal? 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Here's Tannehill. The quick slant caught. They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. The big back Derrick Henry held out of the end zone. And this Texans defense comes up with a goal line stand. They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he'll get him a little bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Off the play fake. Moore. What a catch by Mechie. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Flushed out right. He's got a man. It's his tight end. That's complete. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Here's Moore, looking to throw on second down. And Cooks has it over the middle. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 22 yards there, a first down. Back to throw. Moore. Throw right side, taken in by Collins. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Now Moore to throw on second down. A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. It's a gain of 34.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
steps away to his left. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. On second down, here's Pierce. They'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. They'll run here with Pierce. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Once more, it's Pierce. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Pierce. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Damian Pierce. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their 4th quarter lead. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes can prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky, because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
Phillips, he's not going to bring this one out, so they will begin the drive at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1, because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. A handoff, running left, Henry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw, Tannehill. He's got Hooper on the short connection. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. This is caught. It's Woods. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going. And now it appears that the referee's been buzzed, and we'll get a review. And this being inside 2 minutes of play, everything coming from up above. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch, because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the officials and the folks in New York got a second look at this one, and the call is going to be overturned. Throwing on 3rd down, Tannehill. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And he's down into the red zone at the 16 after a gain of 16. 1st and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. is caught. What a catch at the 3-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. First and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dameon Pierce with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Texans are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Looking to throw. Moore to the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No, okay.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. 2nd and 5. Here's Tannehill. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. One last throw here for Tannehill. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in Week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for Houston, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try to get back on track next week as they head up to Orchard Park to take on the Buffalo Bills. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.